welcome to Mid Recommends and welcome to Myanmar. So I've chosen to come back to Myanmar after the first video I did was in Yangon and I just loved it so much that I wanted to see more. So this time I've come north to Mandalay before going over to Bagan to see the balloons and the temples. So here we go. So it's a Saturday night and we've come out to Tarun Taman Lake, which has Ubian Bridge. Now I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation because we just said that to the taxi driver and he didn't fully know what that was, but we've still got here in time. Got here in time for the sunset. One thing I really love about Myanmar are the sunsets and it looks absolutely beautiful. In the heart of Mandalay is Mandalay Palace, which sits on its own island. You can see it's completely walled in and it's got its own moat around it that goes around 2 kilometres by 2 kilometres. It's a complete perfect square. And then within the huge walls is the Mandalay Royal Palace. So let's go have a look. So the palace is made up of lots of small palaces, with the main palace in the middle, which houses the King and Queen's throne. And then, just over here you can see in the very far distance there is Mandalay Hill, which we're going to go to next. And from the hill, the views are absolutely phenomenal. So most of the time, these trips are pretty well planned up until this moment because we're currently in Mandalay and we want to get to Bagan tomorrow. So there's a few options how to get there. We haven't chosen yet. So you can get a train that will take 10 hours, a boat that will take 8 hours, the car takes 4 hours, and a plane takes 30 minutes. So I'm still working out which is best. Time is quite essential here because we've got quite a busy schedule. So stay tuned and I'll let you know when I know. This pagoda is called Kuala Lumpur. And you know what? There's so many pagodas in Myanmar and the general Southeast Asia part. And I can't say that this is much different from any of those. However, this one is actually in a shopping centre and it's a very big gong. Just north of Mandalay is Mingun's Pasizoji Pagoda. It's completely unfinished, it's about 270 years old and as you can see, lots of cracks down the middle of it. It's one of the biggest temples, it's made out of solid brick so it's only actually got one room. As I've just found out, the temple is actually damaged because of earthquakes. it turns out the temple is more unfinished than I initially thought. Let's just say I'm a bit surprised. I mean, I should have worked it out when I read the words unfinished temple. That actually means that it is an unfinished temple. To say how big it is. So I've chosen to go by car to Bagan. Would have liked to get the boat, but it's got very set times. Rather than the car, time is more on your side. It's about 4 hours. You can choose when to go yourself. You can get in the car on the way there and the plane back. After a grueling 4 hours journey by car through the night, I am now in Bagan. So Bagan is made up of Old Bagan and New Bagan. Old Bagan is an ancient walled city with lots of temples in. Look, you can see one right here, and it's literally littered with all these sorts of temples, and we'll go have a look around some next. And then New Bagan is more of a sort of modern-ish town with a bit more facilities in. Temples here are 10 a penny, dating back all the way to the 11th and 12th century, with influences from India, Sri Lanka and even Egypt. Here is a wooden monastery. Although it's only 200 years old, it's the only one that's made out of wood in Bagan. This is Riverside Pagoda. The largest temple in Bagan is called Dhammayaji, which is directly behind me and is famous for its brickwork. It's about 6:30 in the morning and I have got up very earlier than usual to see this, which are the balloons rising during sunrise. It costs about $400 to go into each balloon per person, but I thought it was best to see the balloons actually taking off from the watchtower. And it's definitely worth the early morning get up. On the last day in Myanmar, I have come out to Mount Popa, which is an extinct volcano with a temple right on the top, and it's got 777 steps going up to it. And I was not alone. From Mandalay to Bagan, this has been one of the most impressive adventures to date. Myanmar is full of colour and detail wherever you look. Not many people choose to visit this place, which makes you feel like you've really discovered something. Next time, I'll be visiting Penang and Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia.